And the good thing here, the message is, here in Bulgaria, the lab is in the middle of that. So this is one of our central pieces where we develop our future for SAP with the team here in Bulgaria. And that's, so we are not just here for selling something or giving you advices of what we do. We are really doing the development here, the central development of our platform. The big piece is here in Bulgaria. I think that's a message for the country, and I think it's also a commitment from us from SAP in the location here in Bulgaria. One, from the overview perspective, and I think that's very similar to what we have heard before. From the data management perspective, where HANA is coming from, we are seeing a lot of trends, big trends. One is, of course, we mentioned that already, is big data, where a lot of data are created. Not just in point of sales data, not just in the internet, but especially in a huge trend we are seeing is these RFID chips, where a lot of companies are heading in that direction of collecting information by using massively data which is coming from these very small devices. This is a huge trend, and I have a very nice example. I always like that. Is one company, a big company which is producing wheels, and they are just in the business in the last years, in the last decades, for just selling these wheels. Now they are looking into a new trend, and that's exactly what you mentioned. That is, how can I change my business from just a producer of these wheels into a digital company? And how do they do that? They're saying, what we want to provide to our customers is a service, a digital service which allows us to do kind of predictive maintenance. That's saying, if the companies who produce, who are in the transport business, if they would know that their wheels are getting corrupt, damaged, if they know it before the van is on the street and they have to wait, that would save them a lot of money. What they are now looking into that, they are putting these RFID chips into the wheels, that they send always information to a central hub in HANA, and then we do the analysis there. If there is a high probability that the wheels get damaged, and then they send these services, this message to the producer, to the transport companies, and they can react earlier before the van is really damaged. And this is a business where they are heading to, transforming the business from just a producer or from a producer into a service company, which gives them a lot of value. That is with big data and also velocity, which means a lot of data, a lot of new data are coming into systems, a lot of new data have to be analyzed in real time and creating value out of that. And especially looking at this example we had before, of course you have to react very soon if you detect such a problem on the wheels, that you can inform the much faster, about a factor of 5 to 10 faster, loading the data. Especially if you have a job in the night where you transport or replicate the data from your business systems into a data warehouse, then for a lot of customers this night was too short, or they want to do a lot of other jobs in the night. So with HANA we can do that much faster. And as a last step, as a last announcement we did in the beginning of the year is, we are now running also as the database for our enterprise, for our ERP system, which means that all the benefits, the performance benefits, the flexibility benefits, and the speed benefits are now in our main product, which is an ERP system. And one message which is very, very important, and which changes also internally in SAP, our way how we act with the new software, is that all these systems are now productive in SAP. So we are running all of our systems, all of our business critical systems with our own software, with HANA. So we had in August, where we did our most important internal ERP systems. We moved to HANA. We did it for BW already a year ago. So all of our internal systems in SAP, the business critical systems, are running on HANA. So we are able to run that. To run a big company as SAP, we are running on HANA. Now that's the big thing which we discussed the last days, and which is, from our point of view, from technical point of view, from SAP point of view, the future where SAP is going in our architecture. First of all, we have HANA-DB as a center, the data management center of our strategy, with a lot of offerings. I think you know already that this is a relational database, can act as a relational database. We've heard that it is much more. The question, what is it? What is much more? It is, first of all, we are handling big data. We have connectors to Hadoop. We have map and reduce jobs which we can create in HANA. So we have all these things which are out there and which are associated with big data. Of course, we can also store huge amount of data inside the database, especially in connection with our IQ platform. We have a lot of investment we did in text mining, in search. So integrated into HANA, there's a search engine and a text mining engine. You can load your texts into HANA. You can do a search as with any search engine. You can do text mining, extracting data. You can do something like sentiment analysis when you analyze blogs. All that is already integrated into the standard offering of HANA. We are doing spatial. Spatial means that you can calculate the geographic data and relations of geographic data and can bring them into context of where you do your business, where you do revenues, where you want to go to customers, and so on. In addition, we have analytics, and we mentioned that already. Planning is one big thing, where you can plan and look into the future with algorithms, with models into the future, and can do predictive or manual planning with your data, not just looking at the past as you do with analytics, but also doing the same processing also for the future with planning and predicting. And last but not least, we have streaming and the graph store. Streaming I already mentioned. That's the way of how to load data into the system if you have these huge amount of data which are coming from the RFIDs and from the chips. There you speak about hundreds of millions of events which you get per minute. And of course, this is a big challenge to load this data into the database and not overwhelm the system with a huge amount of data. Very important. And of course, the graph store, which is allowing us to analyze graph structures in the system and doing operations on the graph stores like neighborhood analysis or descendant analysis and these kind of things. And the big message here in the database world is that this is all in one system. You don't have to install a lot of systems, a lot of executables and these kind of things. This is already integrated into HANA, so this is the offering from the database perspective. We are integrating that now. That's quite new with our application server offerings. You know, we have this standard application server, our standard SAP application server, which is running on HANA. We are now developing, and we have first versions already out, an integrated application server also in HANA, where we do integrated processing from database and application servers. What is the benefit of that? First of all, it's a DCO argument. You don't have to, if you use that offering, you don't have to install two different systems, a database and an application server as two different systems. This is integrated into one offering. Again, a big TCO respect. Second, it is offering a lot of services which you normally don't get just by using a database. So you have services like master data management, data quality, and administration of your landscape. You just have to administrate just one landscape instead of having two, one scaling with the application servers and second scaling with the database. And of course, you have a lot of performance improvements because you are doing that totally integrated with the database. And why can we do that? Because we as SAP are the providers of the application server, of the database, and the applications. So we are the provider who can integrate that into one offering, into one system, without this overhead of having multiple systems. And last but not least, and that was many discussions we had here in Bulgaria, we integrate that now, deeply integrated with our cloud services. So the cloud services will be integrated part of our platform offering and will be part of our HANA story. This means the services which we have here, identity management, connectivity, replication, metering, document services, this will be part of what we are doing as our big HANA story. So you have an integrated system where you can run on-premise, on demand, where you have the services which you need for business applications and which you can develop. And when we look at other cloud offerings which are out there in the market, and there are a lot, our big advantage is that we know our SAP systems. We know our backend systems. We know how to deal with the data which are coming from there. And we know how to build business applications. We did that for the last 40 years. So we know what you need when writing business applications. We know that you need currency conversion. We know that you need data quality. We know that you have to handle with your master data. And all these services are integrated in the platform. You don't have to build them by your own. We have the knowledge, and we integrated the knowledge, all the 40 years of application development, app server development, into our new platform, which consists of three parts: the database, application server, and cloud services, now integrated into one system. And the integration is not a stupid integration installing 100 executables and servers. This is an integrated offering in one landscape, in one offer.